Hello, beautiful people. My name is Redis of Altmira, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Today, I am going to be completing for you the rest of the Gladiator job quests that I haven't done yet. Just as a reminder, let's, because it's been a while since I've done the Gladiator job quests. Let's see what we've done. Let's see. Joined the guild. We've beat up a bunch of marauders. We've basically just been protecting Aldis until we met Aldis, who kind of turned Mila into well, she wasn't a fan of Aldis's survival, which we were asked to keep a secret from her. So let us see what more she has going on. Because we are level 30, we are level 35 actually. We can actually complete the entire Gladiator questline now, which is exactly what we're going to do. The Face of Thal. First Sword Mila has an urgent task for you. Redis, I'm glad you're here. One of our members has been attacked and gravely wounded, and I need you to go and help him. I suspect this is the work of more bounty hunters. It may even be a trap to lure more of us into the open. Nevertheless, we cannot ignore our comrade's plight. When last he contacted us by Link Pearl, he said he'd try to seek shelter at the Coffer and Coffin. Take this potion and search for him there. Alright. Coffer and Coffin is outside of the Gate of Vault. I hope. I think. It should be. Yes. There he is. Help me. I can't feel my... Thank you, brother. It'll happen so fast. Over by the tracks to the north. I don't know who attacked me, nor where they left me alive. But I dare say the answer is out there. Surely someone saw something. Let's carry up the coffer first. You. Rudolph. A fellow outside? Aye. I saw him stumble in when I left the bar to take a piss. Was alone as I recall. You say he's wounded? Thought he was just drunk. Thanks, Rudolph. You're a beacon of observation. Let's talk to Hedfeld. Hed fled. Suspicious characters? Well, now that you mention it, I did see a strange fellow wearing a garish purple robe. First I thought he was talking to himself, but then I realized he had a Link Pearl. Did him say something about the wrong man and the Silver Bazaar. Does that help? A little bit. And this is where our friend was ambushed. Please, please give me airbending, turtle. You're not a lion turtle, but please give me airbending. That'd be fun. Purple robe? That does sound familiar. It was him. I swear it. Did you find anything else? A ring. Picked this up by the tracks, eh? Might well have belonged to the bastard. Can't say I've seen its like before. Might be as Wyman could tell you more. You know him, don't you? He's the bespectacled bloke who's always lounging around Emerald Avenue in the city. Of course, being the businessman that he is, he'll probably ask to be compensated in exchange. Show that ring to Wyman. He's sure to know something about it. I'm so looking forward to getting their mount. Soon. I think we have 4 or 5 more story quests to do before we get the mount, including picking which Grant company we belong to. Up. What are you about? Nope. There's Wyman. Well now, if it ain't Redis, everybody's favorite venturer. I hear you threw your lot in with the Gladiators. A questionable decision given the events of recent days. But to each his own. To what do I owe the pleasure? Why, put that away before someone sees it. Where in the 7 L's did you get one of those rings? What, you don't recognize the sigil? Goddamned fool. Before you go stumbling around in the brush, you ought to at least know what kind of venomous bastards will be lurking within. Been a long time since Aldis seen a criminal organization rise from obscurity to notoriety as quickly as the Alacran. Word is they've got connections to the Brass Blades, the Syndicate, and gods know who else. But you didn't hear it from me. I want no part of whatever mess you and your mates have gotten yourselves into, understood? Alright, let's talk to Mila. Gladiators Guild. Oh, Redis. I was wondering when you might return. What news do you bring of our injured comrade? He was attacked by a member of the Alacran. The Alacran? I found that hard to believe, but no matter. One of our comrades returned from Stone's Throw moments ago. A gang of bandits is said to be headed for the Silver Bazaar. They're after a man with an enormous bounty on his head. People living there are in grave danger. In the frenzy to find their quarry, the bandits won't scruple to destroy property and harm civilians, and the few brass blades stationed there will be powerless to stop them. We must stop them, Redis. We'll protect the Silver Bazaar and avenge our injured guildmate all in one fell swoop. A bit melodramatic, if you ask me. Aldis, I told you never to come here again. I couldn't sit idly by while you charge into battle against an enemy you know nothing about, Mila. A responsible guildmaster would never risk their lives for charges like this. Who are you to lecture me about responsibility? Mila, listen to me. This is the Alacran you're dealing with. So, whatever notoriety they may have achieved means nothing to me. We'll cut them down like the common bandits they are. It's not that simple. More importantly, it's not your fight. What are you saying? They want me, Mila. I've been fending off assassination attempts ever since I returned to Thanalan. Just stay here and let me handle this. It'll be over soon, I promise. Just stay here while you go off on your own? Is that it? It's been 7 years since I let you leave, Aldis. 7 years. Do you have any idea at all what you put me through? Mila, I don't want to hear it, you selfish bastard. Do you even care about the people who suffered because of you? Just get out. We don't need your help. We'll settle this ourselves. Mila, wait. There's something you need to know. Enough! Get out! Get out! Alright. Save some of that for the Alacran. But do try not to let Redis here come to harm while you're at it. Alright. Western Thanalan. Let's start running in the right direction. I like how when the cactuar stop moving, they close their eyes. That's a nice little touch. Good camouflage. We're almost there. There you are. There you are, Redis. Everyone's already in position. Are you prepared? Yeah? I guess. Sure. Cometer, this god, I've always hated bridges. Rejoice, gladiators, for the day is ours! What? But where would you be? Leave him to us, First Sword. No, stop! Such brittle blades, so easily broken. Perhaps the First Sword is made of stronger steel. Leave for Zana. Our business here is over. What have you done, Leivold? First Sword, we must withdraw. The wounded need tending. Let us take them back to the guild. Yeah, take me to Aldis, please. Let's not take the long way around, shall we? We almost did. Mila, what up? Give me a moment, Redis. I need to think. I wanted to spare you this, Mila. I begged you not to go. You knew, Aldis? That Leivold had... Leivold and I once fought side by side in the Colosseum. The Twin Swords of Nuldthal, they called us. Never lost a match. Honored by the Bull of Alamigo himself. But that was then, and this is now. When I learned Leivold single-handedly transformed the Alacran from a gang of common thieves into a most feared criminal organization in Thanalan, I knew I had to return. It seems like a lifetime ago that the three of us used to train together in this hall. The Leivold I knew would never stoop so low. He was a good man, strong and true. What would drive him to do this? When I find him, I'll be sure to ask. Unfortunately, he seems determined to kill me for my curiosity. What aren't you telling me, Aldis? I'm not clever enough to keep secrets, my dear. I'm a simple man, only capable of dealing with what's right in front of me. Is that so? I'll find him, Mila. I promise. We're choosing the Sabatons. Unholy ground. First Sword Mila has an important mission for you. Redis, I must apologize for my earlier behavior. As First Sword, my duty is not only to foster your growth as a gladiator, but to also protect you from dangers you are not yet ready to face. I did not know that Leivold had become the leader of the Alacran. Had he chosen to bear his steel at us, many more of us would not have returned alive. I need to know why he's turned to a life of crime, and so I've ordered my best men to scour Thanalan for any trace of his whereabouts. Unfortunately, one of them disappeared. I have strong suspicions that he has been taken prisoner by the Alacran, or worse. If there is any hope of saving him, we must act quickly. I would have you search for our missing comrade. His last report stated that he was tracking the Alacran near the Hammers in western Thanalan. If you go there, you may yet find some clues to his fate. I've been far too reckless in recent days and let too many good gladiators come to harm. Please, Redis, find our missing comrade and bring him home safe. I'll try as well. Let's see where the Hammers are. The Hammers are just a little ways between us and the Bazaar. The Silver Bazaar, I should say. Alright, we're almost there. Oh, these are the Hammers. I get it, because they kind of look like hammers. It's a trap, brother. That's some fine swordsmanship, Redis. Mila, First Sword, certainly knows how to pick 'em. And after all these years, I can't quite bring myself to call her that. See, I still remember when her father first brought her to the guild. A wee lass who cried at the sight of naked steel. If you look at her now, you'd swear she was born with a blade in her hand. Not like she had much of a choice but to rise to the occasion, though, what with all the trouble Aldis got into 7 years ago. Selfish bastard, he should have never. But enough of my rambling. I'd like my way back to Ulda after a short rest. You go ahead and tell Mila I'm fine. Once more we return to the city. Please do not squish me, giant tortoise. I do not wish to die this day. I mean, I could kill you, but you have probably lived a short life, and it would be a shame to... I don't like killing children, is what I'm trying to get at. By that I mean, in IRL I've never killed children, but in the game where I have to kill children, I'm never a fan of it. Bobo Nima. It's a funny name. Lalafels have funny names. Redis, thank the gods you're alright. I heard about the ambush at the Hammers. Excellent work. You've been invaluable to the guild, and I cannot thank you enough. In fact, I believe you deserve a much-needed rest. Take some time for yourself, and return when you've recuperated. But before you go, speak with Lulutsu. I believe she has a message for you. Ah, Redis, the very gladiator I was seeking. Lean closer, for I would not have the others hear my words. Aldis sends his regards and requests you meet him at the Lich Yard in eastern Thanalan. Naturally, I have not divulged this information to the First Sword. As you may have gathered from their previous interactions, she's still rather upset with him, and would likely forbid any further association. Quite understandable, since he was clearly being groomed to become the next guildmaster before that horrible scandal. They would have made such a lovely couple. Forgive me. This is hardly an appropriate topic for conversation. Anyway, you have my word that the First Sword will not hear of any rendezvous from me. Alright, to the Lich Yard then. Looks like we're going to Camp Drybone. I'm just teleporting there because I want to save some time. The fastest way to the Lich Yard is actually this way. All roads here do lead to the Lich Yard, but I was wrong. I was going the fastest way already. Oh well. There he is. Where have you been? Busy drowning in some sweet young thing's eyes? Well, if that's the case, I understand completely. It's been 7 years since Mila's father was laid to rest here. He was mean and stubborn, an old goat through and through. But gods, when he danced with sword in hand, it was pure poetry in motion. Mila's right. There's no way I could know what it was like for her back then, forced to replace her father under such terrible circumstances. And who might you be? Another of Leovold's lackeys? Master Leovold has been most distressed since learning of your return. This is unacceptable. Your master does not deserve your loyalty, kitten. When you've outlived your usefulness, he'll dispose of you like so many others. Believe me, I speak from personal experience. Say what you will, I will not be swayed. She looks awfully determined to kill me. Still, I'm not really in the mood to play. Mind stopping her, Redis? Sure, I can take her. No pressure, but I'll be evaluating your performance. You would die for this scum? Very well. Your movements, Rennis. It's not exactly high literature. Your interference is inexcusable. Watch it, Redis. This kitten has claws. You've gotten stronger. Good. I'm glad Mila has a man like you to rely upon. She's her father's daughter, a leader of men, a true warrior, and an obstinate woman who lets her feelings cloud her judgment. Which is why she needs to be surrounded by dependable people who will give her good counsel and keep her temper in check. Now more than ever. Stick by her. She needs you more than she knows. She needs you, Aldis. Haven't you listened to a word I said? She needs dependable people. In case you haven't noticed, I am anything but. I'm only here because of unfinished business. When it's settled, there will be no reason left for me to stay. I owe it to her old man to put an end to this, to give him peace in Thal's realm by making that bastard Leovold finally answer for his crimes. Remember what I said, Redis. Now go. She's probably wondering where you are. What am I doing teleporting? I'm gonna return. Alrighty then. For some reason, it isn't being as sensitive as it usually is. That's a little odd. Oh well, hopefully it doesn't drag down the quality of the audio. Why are you staring at me like that, Redis? Is something the matter? You're behaving rather oddly. Well, I'm afraid I have no news regarding the Alacran's movements. I remain confident that we will find them soon, though, so keep your blade sharp. Let's see. Yeah, this was just better in general. But it didn't give it to us. Interesting. Ah, that's why. First Sword Mila is extremely upset due to a recent turn of events. Damn it all to the seventh hell, this is madness! It's Aldis, who's been arrested by the Brass Blades. They claim he was plotting to assassinate the Sultana. This is utter nonsense. He has no motive to do so. And whatever I've said about the man, he would never resort to using poison. The Alacran must be behind this. They have failed to kill him time and again, and now they're reaching out to their monetarist allies. I don't want to believe Wyman when he said, I didn't want to believe Wyman when they said they had such influence, but wait, that's it. If anyone can help us unravel this plot, it's Wyman. He has a reputation for knowing things he shouldn't, after all. Find Wyman, see what he can tell us. Aldis is many things, but he is not a murderer. On it, dude. This way. I was wondering when you might come along, Redis. Frankly, I'm surprised Aldis went so quietly. You ought to know there's no walking away from this. What happened between Aldis and Leivold 7 years ago? You really don't know, do you? Best I start at the beginning, then. Aldis is something of an enigma. He and Leivold were two of the greatest gladiators ever to grace the Blood Sands, but he threw all that hard-fought glory away for a few gil more. See, the average Uldan loves a good Colosseum fight, and what better way to make a gladiatorial spectacle more entertaining than wagering on the outcome? So when it got out that Aldis was orchestrating a match-fixing scheme of untold proportions, well, you can imagine the shock and anger the people felt. He was expelled from the Colosseum, and his wins were stricken from their record. Your guildmaster Mila got the worst of it, though. Not only was her friend exposed as a fraud, but around the same time her father fell ill and passed away. There were some oddities surrounding his death, too. It was rumored he took his own life out of shame for his disgraced pupil, or that he might have been murdered by the man. Baseless conjecture, really, but it made Aldis look that much worse. In the end, Mila lost two of the most important men in her life, and was forced to take charge of the guild alone. And Leivold, he tried to go it solo on the Blood Sands, but it wasn't the same. Without Aldis, his career was finished. Now you know the nature of the man you so desperately want to save. Though judging from that look in your eyes, I gather you still have your reservations. Fine then, though you can't blame me for doubting a man found in possession of Ralger's bile. It was a vile poison, rare and expensive too. Only the Corpse Brigade knows how to make it, I hear. And I only know why they'd give it to Aldis. I'd go to their headquarters at the Sepulchre in southern Thanalan and ask him direct, I reckon. I have an aversion to direct confrontation, personally, but you don't, do you? By the by, should you save the poor bastard's life, tell him we're even, and that I hope it was all worth it. Alright, the Sepulchre is near no place we've gone to yet. So it's best that we take the Aetheryte to the Gate of Thal. Ald? Thal? One of those two. Alright. Thal. We need to get us our mount already. Jovial giant, I like that one. That looks either like a hunt or a fade. Either way, I don't want to mess with them. Yeah, I don't want to mess with those guys. Any paste that gets that big is just trouble. Oh, lovely. They're gonna have to deal with a fate while we're there. Fun times. Alright, let's start turning in the right direction. Run some more. Not interested in your pay stuff. Wait a minute. I missed the entrance. Did I? Nope, I didn't go far enough. You don't come to this place very often, so it's a little odd that... So, not odd, it's understandable that I don't know my way around, my way into it. Well, off the top of my head. Yeah, it's right over here. I got stunned! You cheeky bastard! He's gonna teleport back because our return is still on cooldown. The Gladiator skill. Where have you been, Redis? Alyssa has been given over into the custody of this sacrarium. They mean to execute him. We must do something. Chill, I was getting things. This poison, is it? You found proof that the Alacran purchased it from the Corpse Brigade? Thank the gods you've done it. Quickly, we must show this to the official presiding over his execution at Highbridge. Go. Now! Alright, I'm going. Jeez. Highbridge is... okay. We're gonna have to go to that giant yellow structure at some point, for some reason or other. I think there are 2 reasons for us to go there, but I think they're part of different quests. We'll see. Further now, we need to stop here at this fabulous structure. Okay. Oh, wow, they're fixing to throw him off. That's a bit much, mate. Alright, let's see how we get down there. I imagine jumping is an option. Nope. Here it is. Hahasaka. The Sacrarium has sentenced you to death for your crimes against the Sultanate. Have you any last? Huh? Who are you and what do you want? Here's proof that he didn't do it. Alright. This is gonna be fun. These are bold accusations you make, adventurer. However, the Sacrarium has found the prisoner guilty in the eyes of gods and men, and he will be executed forthwith. Don't waste your breath, Redis. Those scales have always yielded to wealth above all else, and Leivold spent a fortune to secure my sentence. Silence, criminal. And you, what are you waiting for? Do it. Where did that... Aldis! Just couldn't stay away, could you? Well, at least you don't have to steal the headsman's axe. If the gods are to have blood this day, I'm afraid it won't be mine. Since you two are so devout, perhaps you'd be willing to offer yours in exchange. Mercy! Interfering with the law is a heinous crime. In fact, I believe it is punishable by death. I had a feeling the spectacle would draw you here. I should have dealt with you from the start. Come. Let's dance, brother. So it's to be a rematch. Very well, I accept. Mila and the others need you, Redis. Leave him to me. Kill the kindness first. I need you up on the bridge, Redis. I'm working on it, Aldis. Jeez. Give me a minute. Damn you. Help our brother here clear off. Oh, he died. Aldis! Aldis! You almost had me, Leifold. Stay back. I won't have your pity. You just had to have it all, didn't you? Just one victory, just one bloody match. But your precious ego couldn't accept that. You ruined everything. Tell me, Aldis, how does it feel to lose your name, your legacy, everything you ever loved? I want to know how much you suffered. Let it go, Leifold. It's over. Like hell's it is. I swear you'll never know peace. Not in this life, or the next. Leifold, no! You know damn well neither of us will see Thal's realm. Let's go. Our comrades are waiting. I'm glad you were there, Redis. Without you, I doubt we could have defeated the Alacrin. Have you ever considered the Colosseum? It'd make a wonderful attraction. Of course, you need a title that befits your prowess. Now that it's all over, you'll be staying, won't you? No. Leifold may be dead, but the Alacrin are far from finished. I'd rather not linger and give them a chance to regroup and seek revenge. It is a true tragedy that I cannot enjoy the company of Voldaz's lovely ladies any longer. But I have faith that equally radiant beauties await me in distant lands. I hear there's quite a few at Costa del Sol. Aldis, Not another word, my dear. It's bad enough that the First Sword has permitted a disgraced gladiator to fraternize with her subordinates. Can you imagine the scandal if she became personally involved with the man? Nevertheless, I understand how you feel, Mila. I'm known to have this effect on the fairer sex. I should have let the headsman have his way with you. That way you might learn something of humility. But how am I supposed to remember that lesson without a head? Your father would be proud of you, Mila. Don't ever change. Yes, there's one more thing I wanted to say to you before I go, Redis. 7 years ago, before my last match on the Blood Sands, I was given an offer. The Sultan's ransom in exchange for a loss. Leopold begged and pleaded, but I just couldn't do it. Call it honor or pride or whatever you like. I made my choice, and in spite all that came of it, to this day I have no regrets. It's a simple thing to know what's right. Listen to that heart of yours, and it will never lead you astray. Trust in your comrades, have faith in your skills, and you will triumph over any adversity. And with that, I bid you all farewell. I'd better not have to wait 7 years to see that bastard again. There's still so much I want to... What in the seven hells are you all looking at? This is a training hall. Why aren't you all training right now? You think all it takes to stand on the Blood Sands is a sword and a stupid grin? No! It takes years of hard work, an ocean of blood and sweat, and an unbreakable will. Every man and woman here has the potential to become a champion, but it is you, and you alone, who decides your destiny. So answer me now, gladiators. Will you follow in the footsteps of your brothers and sisters and describe your names in legend? Aye!
Ha ha! Yeah!
Alright. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell so that you can be notified whenever I upload any more videos. Leave a comment down below, and don't forget to share with your friends. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you all in the next video. Until then, be good people.